Alright, what's going on, boys? It's Lone Courier here. So I'm here to talk to you guys today about Modern Warfare because I'm kind of curious about one thing when it comes to Modern Warfare, and that is more pertaining to older Call of Duty games. I feel like every single year when it comes to COD, they've always got the same kind of life cycle where people have this sort of honeymoon period when the game first comes out. Everybody's like, this game is so amazing, and then after a while everybody starts thinking that the game is absolute trash. It happens every single year with any Call of Duty game. It doesn't really matter what COD it is, everybody goes through that period. It depends on certain people. Obviously you get some guys that play a Call of Duty game the entire year round and don't take a break from it. It's been, well, Black Ops 4 was the last game that I actually done that with. I never really took a break from Black Ops 4. I never stopped playing it for any amount of time because there was always something in Black Ops 4 for me to play. Whether it was multiplayer or Blackout, I was always playing those two game modes. Never really touched much zombies in Black Ops 4, but it was one of the last few COD games that I actually genuinely played all year round. Before Black Ops 4 it was probably Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare that I done that with, but to be fair, Black Ops 3 I took a couple of breaks from that game because they had some shit wrong with Black Ops 3 and its life cycle. It's a great game now, but there was some big problems with that game when it was current, especially with the black market supply weapons, supply drop weapons, and just how egregious the supply drops were. But Advanced Warfare was one of those few Call of Duty games that I played all year round, never took a break from it at all, played it every single day. It was honestly my shit. Same went for Black Ops 4, to be honest. But Modern Warfare it's been a game where I've been on and off with it. I'm coming back for Season 4 now. Like, I'm going to play Season 4. I've got the Battle Pass. I didn't actually buy the Season 3 Battle Pass because I played Season 3 when it first dropped, and I was like, you know what, dude, I can't really justify spending the money on buying the Battle Pass for this season because, like, I wasn't really enjoying it that much. Season 4, obviously when it comes to the seasons, not much actually changes. They put some big updates out, but realistically it doesn't actually change the meta of the game. The game still plays the exact same. There is some new weapons that get added in and stuff, but realistically nothing really gets changed about, you know. Everybody still uses the same weapons. Like, it's still an all-out MP5 fuckfest in Modern Warfare lobbies. That's all it is still, especially with this new Vector coming out. People are still using the MP5 religiously. So it doesn't really change the way that the game plays. But obviously, as I've said, with older Call of Duty games, people kind of rag on them a wee bit when they're current, and then when it comes to the next Call of Duty game comes out, people tend to go back and play the old Call of Duty game, the one that was out the year before, and they're like, you know what, this game was actually pretty fucking good. Like, we were a bit harsh on this game. I've seen that a lot from people talking about Black Ops 4 this year. People have been coming out in droves saying that that game was underrated as fuck and whatnot. And I'm just more curious. I wonder if people are actually going to do that when it comes to Modern Warfare 2019. I wonder when Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War or COD Cold War comes out, if people are going to be going back to Modern Warfare and saying it's an underrated game. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you've got to wonder if people are going to do that. I'm willing to bet there will be at least a handful of people that are going to do that, like, without doubt. I mean, there's always going to be the people that come out and say, that game got so much hate for no reason at all. And you can just guarantee who those people are going to be. It's going to be the big YouTubers, because whenever it comes to a new Call of Duty game, every single year, they always come out and they've got nothing but positivity to rain down on the game. Because if they're not being positive about the game, they're not getting invited to all these press conferences and the early access alpha builds that they get to play at the studios. Like, if you're going to come out and be honest about Call of Duty and rag on the game in certain aspects, and you're just not going to get an invite to one of these alpha build events. Not that there has been an alpha build event for COD 2020, which is kind of fucked over everybody, and especially for the big YouTubers that are raining positivity and eating Treyarch's asshole out all the time, and Infinity Ward's asshole out all the time. They're kind of fucked because they've been positive all year round, and then suddenly no one's getting invited to these events because of COVID. So it's like, well, you've just been positive for no reason, especially when you're masking your true feelings for the game, which is something that, you know, a lot of YouTubers do these days. You got a lot of these guys where they're like, I don't want to risk my relationship with Activision, so they just be as positive as they can be about the game. And I mean, it's not a bad mindset to have. Obviously, if you're being super negative about the game all the time that you're playing it, you're not going to actually enjoy it, because you've got this negative thoughts in the back of your mind about the game, and therefore you're just not really going to enjoy it as much as you could do, even when there is positive changes in the game. But Modern Warfare is just a game that I don't feel that way towards. Like, I can say right now that they have made some good changes in the game, but overall they haven't actually changed much in it. It is still the exact same game. And for me personally, I'm not going to go back next year and say that Modern Warfare was an underrated game. I mean, I don't know, I might go back and play it at some point. if I'm gonna be honest, I think that there will be a lot more playable lobbies in Modern Warfare when people congregate over to Cold War, because it always works like this in Call of Duty games. You get a new game out, the sweats all migrate over into the next game. Like Modern Warfare Remastered, right? That's a prime example right there. MWR, when that game first came out, I couldn't play that game for the amount of M16 red dot stopping power spam that was going on in that game. Like, because that was like the most OP meta back in the day in Modern Warfare 1. And when it got remastered, everybody just went back to using their old setups of M16 red dot all day, every day, non-stop. And that was all people used, and it was insanely hard to fight against. Especially when you're kind of using sort of more off-meta weapons in the game, like the P90, the Mini Uzi. I'd even say the AK. Like, the AK was a very big meta weapon back in COD 4, but when you're trying to use the AK against somebody using the M16 red dot, it's not an old AK, man. Like, you're just gonna fuck up, and like you're just gonna suffer, because the AK just doesn't do that anywhere near as good as the M16. Insanely good weapon, but it just doesn't compare to the M16's accuracy, because the M16's like, what's that? You're across the map, you're at a sniper range, boom, just one burst you right in the fucking chest. What are you gonna say about it, fam? Like, there is nothing you can do against an M16 in Modern Warfare 1. But nowadays, you go back and play that game, man, and people actually use other guns. It's insane. Like, I never thought this would happen, but I've got a gameplay here that I'll show you guys in the background. It's on BOG. I went back and played the game. I was using the AK, and I was absolutely dominating kids on this lobby, and nobody was really spamming the M16. It was great, man. I've never seen this on that game. Obviously, I think Modern Warfare 2019 might have that same kind of effect. Like, people will migrate over to COD Cold War, and therefore you might have less sweats on the game. People might start actually using different guns. I mean, I don't know, it might still be the same M4, MP5 spam all day, every day, but at the same time, it might be different, and that's all I've really got to say about it, you know. Like, there's not much we can say at this point, but I don't know what they're going to do with this game. Like, they've changed and nerfed weapons so many times in Modern Warfare 2019, and they still reign dominant. Like the M4, I couldn't tell you how many times they've nerfed the M4 since the games came out. Like, I haven't really been following the patch notes religiously or anything like that, but I have seen that there has been quite a few significant M4 nerfs, but the M4 still reigns supreme in the assault class. There is not an assault rifle in that game that touches the M4, except for the Grau. The Grau does definitely compete with the M4 now, but like, when the game first dropped, it was M4 or nothing, you know. Like, you were using that gun or you were using the MP5 all the time, and that was it. Those were the two most overpowered, overused weapons in the game. And I suppose we'll have to see in the later seasons that come out this year, that if the later seasons are going to feature weapons that can compete with the M4. But when it comes to the other ARs in the game, nothing, like, especially the base ARs, nothing really competes with it. Like, the Odin is really good in the right hands, but at the same time, the Odin gets slapped by the MP4. The AK-47 gets absolutely skull fucked by the M4 in this game. I'm still pretty salty about how shit the AK is in this game. It's really good. I mean, like, I love seeing a good AK player on this game, because trust me, for the longest time I was an AK main on Modern Warfare 2019. Like, I've just always been an AK kind of guy when I've played Call of Duty. COD 4 AK, Black Ops 1 AK, Modern Warfare 2, I love the AK in that game as well, and then we had the Modern Warfare 3 AK as well. And then Advanced Warfare, we did get the AK-47 way later into the game's life cycle, but I kind of just stuck with the AK-12 in that game. And like, I've always just been an AK guy. The gun's always drawn me. Like, I've always used it. I've never been one to spam the M4 non-stop. But in this game, like, I used the AK in launch, like, right up until about season 2, and then I was just getting sick and tired of getting absolutely steamrolled by M4s all the time, so I started spamming it then. So, you know what I mean, dude. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how this game pans out, especially through the rest of the seasons, to see if it becomes a more playable game towards the end of its life cycle. And the truth is, man, if it does become more playable, more enjoyable, I will possibly play this game into next year. I'm not saying that I'm going to get Cold War, or I'm not going to buy Cold War and I'm just going to stay on this game. Like, I'm going to get it, but there is a possibility that I might come back for the odd game here and then. But if the meta stays the way it is right now, then I'm definitely not coming back to this game at all. Because, like, I tried to play the Scrapyard 24/7 Mosh Pit last night, and it was absolutely garbage. There was so many kids spamming MP5s, M4s, and the absolute worst one that's getting spammed all the time out the fucking ass right now is the Car 98K. That gun absolutely tilts me off the face of the earth, dude. Like, all these guys that watch FaZe Jev and all these other FaZe members, they're like, I want to be like them, I'm going to use the Car 98 all the time. And the problem with this game is the aim assist is absolutely ridiculous on the snipers, and they just one-shot you, like, wherever you are. And it doesn't really matter how shit their aim is, like, they'll always snap right onto your chest and one-shot you. It's just infuriating when you have these fully automatic weapons that take a lot of shots to kill, and you just get one guy that runs around the corner, bloop! It's the exact same as Thunder used to complain about in Black Ops 2, in my opinion. That's what I get whenever I play this game. I see a lot of guys on YouTube, especially guys like GCP. I watch their gameplay and I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you doing this though? Like, I watched GCP's gameplay on Scrapyard 24/7 yesterday. Big shout out to my man right there. Go and check out his channel if you want to. But I watched his gameplay last night, and it's like, dude, how the fuck are you even playing like this? See, if I was to try and play like GCP in a lobby, I would get slapped so hard by MP5s. And if it wasn't an MP5 that I'd be getting slapped by, I'd be getting absolutely fucking rinsed by a Car 98K every time I walk around a corner. It's just the way it works for me, man. Especially when you try and use a new weapon, like the Vector. I've been trying to use that to level it up, and when it's got no attachments, oh my god, dude, it's an uphill battle. The gun's got 25 rounds in a magazine, and the magazine burns through like that. It is impossible to actually get kills with that, or get successive kills. You can get one, easy peasy, but getting 2-3 kills in a mag, oh man, forget about it. It's impossible. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Leave your opinions in the comments below. What do you guys think about Modern Warfare? Do you think it'll be a game that retains a cult following in a couple of years' time? I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of got the appeal for some people. I understand that, but for me personally, it's going to be one of those games where I play it and I might go back and play it every now and then. But if it stays the way it is right now, I'm probably just going to forget about it and relegate it to the dustbins of Call of Duty history. With Call of Duty Ghosts alongside that, because those two games, they're slow as shit, and that just does not appeal to me at all. But yeah, hope you boys have enjoyed the video. Leave your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Drop a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video as well. It really helps out the channel grow. We're on 12 subs now, boys. Here we go. We're hitting the big time. Let's get the red panties out tonight, boys. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.